And welcome to Hero Power. I'm your host, Avanties, and as always, I'm joined by my co host, Zerotio.
What is up, gang? I've said it before. I'm going to keep saying it. We have some of the best intro music. Uh, Kurt did a great job with that. I got to throw it back at him again because I always queue up the stream just so I can hear the music because I just love it so much.
Yeah, it's fantastic. It never gets old. I love it. So, all right, gang. Well, we are at the end of a cycle. We are at the
Yes.
end of a Hearthstone year. And as we've mentioned on the last couple of shows, the news has been light again this week. But guess what, guys? This is it.
Yeah.
We were just talking before the show. After today, after this week, you're going to have all the Hearthstone news that you can handle.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited.
I am too. I'm really looking forward to what Hearthstone has in 2020. If all the tweets are to be believed, and I don't see why they wouldn't be, based on who's sending them. This could be one of the best Hearthstone years yet, and setting up the future of the game. That has me really excited. So
Yeah, just getting right, jumping right into the news. That first thing we're talking about is Iksar tweeted about nerfs being reverted, and I think we did mention this on a previous last episode that planning on reverting a handful of nerfs to cards, and he kind of talks about 10 total cards, and one of them is a Year of the Dragon card. Well, Play Hearthstone actually tweeted a couple days later, 4 days later to be exact, on the 9th, and confirmed in our next update we'll be reverting nerfs to a few selected cards. These will primarily be cards rotating to wild. However, included in this update will be Sludge Slurper, who will be reverted to 2 attack, 1 health.
yes, so Sludge Slurper, if you guys remember, was being people thought it was just being abused in Galakron Shaman, and it was one of those cards that got nerfed not all that long ago, really. And now with the rotation, we're gonna see Sludge Slurper return to its full glory. So that's
Yeah.
kind of exciting.
This confuses me a little bit though, because they say in the next update, and there's been rumors saying the reason Iksar posted this is to kind of give a little heads up to your professional players who play in competitive esports. Well, we have a Masters Tour this weekend. It's the Masters Tour Indonesia that, through a lot of evolution, has been turned into an online event. So,
Yes.
does this mean Sludge Slurper is going to be nerfed before that event? And if so, what other uh, what other cards that are going to wild might be unnerfed, and those could also affect? Or are they going to do this update after that event? It's not been real clear.
No, it hasn't been real clear, but I would be really surprised if the reversion to previous stats happened before the Masters Tour next weekend.
Okay.
I could totally see this happening at the end of the month, after the Masters Tour has taken place, before they announce before the next set releases
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
April. So, but yeah, that's the only card we know thus far to be confirmed.
Hmm.
We
Well,
we
that's not entirely true.
Okay.
So Doctor Boom Mad Genius was
Ah,
nerfed to 9 mana,
that's true.
and there was one person that was at the summit that kind of mentioned it, but it was also in a Chinese interview, an interview by a China ran news source that Dr. Boom will be going back to 7 mana. So that one is also confirmed. But other than those two confirmations, and again, Dean said 10 cards, but he also, in a follow-up reply to that tweet, said that this is kind of an evolution of this decision. So it could be less than 10, it could be more than 10, but 10 is the number they had right at that moment. So we know 8, give or take 1 or 2 more cards that will be reverted from their nerfs, and these are cards that have been nerfed. Now, there have also been cards that have been nerfed, but were nerfed because they were previously buffed. Specifically, Extra Arms went from 3 mana to 2 mana, then back to 3 mana.
Yeah.
So, is that one that they might bring back to 2 mana because it's okay like that in Wild? But that's not technically a nerf that they would revert. It's actually a reversion to a buff that they would.
Yeah,
revert.
yeah. I would be really surprised if they did something like that.
Yeah, and if they did, Pocket Galaxy. So these are that would mean Pocket Galaxy is one that could be changed.
That could be.
But again, it's not a nerf. It was a reversion of a buff. So it's that gray area. What is considered a nerf? And I'm excited to hear about this. And we will probably hear about this pretty soon.
Yeah. I would say we'll probably hear about this more on Tuesday during the Hearthstone 2020 showcase. That's happening.
Wait, what's happening Tuesday?
So the Hearthstone 2020 showcase will be taking place this Tuesday, March the 17th at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard. So that's noon Eastern.
Uh-huh.
And we're going to get to see Brian Kibler back on the live stream, along with Hearthstone game director Ben Lee. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe this is the first time we're going to see Ben Lee. Is that correct?
Outside of BlizzCon. Yes.
Right.
I mean, he's been on the BlizzCon panels and the BlizzCon center stage, but other than BlizzCon,
this will be his first.
He's never been on any of the streams
or
any
first
of the
live stream.
Yeah. And this live stream is happening simultaneously on YouTube and Twitch.
I'll be watching it on YouTube because forget Twitch chat.
But yeah, this is so. They had that agreement with YouTube, and they've gone into a contract with YouTube, and on all of their esports are on YouTube. And I wonder if that contract is only for esports events, because obviously this is not an esports event; it's an announcement. So maybe this is like a gray area or a exclusion that they, wanted to make sure was in the contract, that they could still do announcements and things on Twitch because of the largeness of the platform. So I'm kind of surprised that's still going to be on Twitch.
Yeah.
But I don't think this means your esports coverage will be on Twitch. No, I don't believe so.
I'm almost positive esports will exclusively remain on YouTube.
Yeah, which I think is fine.
Yeah.
I think that's fine.
So developers Chad Nervig and Dean Ayala will be discussing the future Hearthstone plans, and they have said in other tweets that they are going to be revealing more information in this stream than they have ever revealed, period, in any previous event. So that's kind of exciting. How much are they prepared to share? Because previously, the Team 5 has been pretty stingy with information. Blizzard in general does not have a very good reputation for communication. So this will be really interesting.
Yeah, and I think with the name of this being Hearthstone 2020 Showcase, I think we're literally going to get the exact same presentation that the Hearthstone's 2020 summit got. I think they're literally they might clean up a couple of the slides, to be more relevant with current, date and time. But other than that, I think we're literally going to hear everything that the summit revealed. And there were some people that went to the summit, specifically Frodan, that was very, very excited about what was announced there and wanted to talk more. Ray Waukesha of Walk to Work, he is really excited, can't wait to hear more, and it is chomping at the bit. He's constantly telling us, maybe he's doing the Hagrid. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. He hasn't given any information, but I'm sure there's lots of hints. Regis Kilbin, also very excited about what's coming out, and he's being extremely tight-lipped. Anytime questions are posed in chat, he will literally stop for a second, think, and say, I'm not going to answer that, not because the answer would reveal something, but I'm afraid I will say something, just naturally that would reveal something. So I'm just not going to answer that question. So obviously a lot of excitement from the streaming communities, the content creators, and the media sources. And I'm really, really excited to find out what they're going to talk about. What do you hope they will announce on Tuesday?
Well, I mean, obviously, we're more than likely going to get the new year, which we have theorized could be the year of the Phoenix or something of that.
I think it'll be year of the Firehawk.
Year of the Firehawk. Okay.
I mean, Phoenix, Firehawk. Firehawk's kind of. I mean, Firehawks and Hearthstone have been elementals, and Phoenixes are considered elementals in lore. So I think it would be, instead of Hearthstone kind of taking a mythical creature that's like open source, doing one that's similar. Like you wouldn't see Year of the Unicorn, in my opinion. It would be Year of like the Stag or something.
Okay.
So I think instead of Year of the Phoenix, you're going to see Year of the Firehawk.
That's an interesting take. So yeah,
and I go off that because of the leaked image.
Right.
So obviously,
I think we'll for sure see that. I think we will for sure get the name of the new set that's coming out in April. We may even see a few of the cards.
I think they will announce at least one mechanic.
Okay, one new mechanic. Okay.
I think there'll be more, but I think they will announce.
I think there may be announcements about the future of esports. We may see some changes to the way esports are done, and just selfishly, for me as an innkeeper, I hope to hear some changes and announcements about the Fireside Gatherings program going forward.
And further, kind of in that same realm, I would like them to actually give us a timestamp on 8-person lobbies for BGs.
Yes, I so want 8-person battlegrounds right now. That would just be awesome.
We can do that, and the firesides. We'll start doing more firesides because that will be a huge event people will want to attend. Being able to do 8-person firesides with all 8 people sitting in the same room talking trash to each other. Yes, that would be just making alliances with other people.
It just sounds like fun.
It just does. And giving out door prizes and things like that. It's just that's to me what Hearthstone is.
So many ideas for fireside gatherings are based around battlegrounds. It's not even funny. So
I'm excited. I hope that they announce a major change to standard. I've said it before that I think they might be changing the Evergreen set, or the specifically Classic set, which is the majority of the Evergreen. I don't know if they'll make so much change to the Basic, but definitely the Classic set. Also, kind of hearing some of the rumblings and rumors going around, nothing concrete at all. It's all pretty much wet cement. I think they might be changing the economic structure of Hearthstone. One of the biggest complaints is people having to pay too much, and they've been doing a lot more bundles. And some of I actually got a survey about one of the bundles once that I bought, and a lot of the questions were around if I felt like I got my money's worth. I wonder if they might up the pack the packs up a little bit. Like maybe put 6 cards or 8 cards in a pack, or maybe set it so that uh, epics are like legendaries, where if you have the epics, you won't open them anymore. Because that's a
That would
problem
be
I have a lot.
interesting.
Where I get lots of duplicate epics of things I don't really need, but I'm missing epics, so I have to craft them. So I think they're going to change the economic structure of Hearthstone. Maybe ways that you can actually earn cards instead of earning dust or earning gold. You actually earn cards through quests or other ways.
Okay.
So which would be a little easier for the free to play players, but also it might entice people to actually spend more money on the game, even in small chunks. So I'm really excited. I'm just excited to hear people being excited about things that are going to be announced on Tuesday.
Yeah.
I'm hoping my one thing I hope doesn't happen is I hope my expectations aren't met. Uh, or I hope my expectations are met. I hope I'm not hyping
Gotcha.
it too much. I'm worried they'll come out Tuesday and say, "Yeah, this is what we're doing in 2020." I'm like, "That's it? That's it?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, there
That's
has
what
been
you
a
guys
lot
are
of
excited
inflated
about?"
hype about this.
Yeah,
So,
which is, sometimes can be a really bad thing, and I worry. But Frodan is one of those guys that if if he's not excited about something, he's not going to go on Twitter and say
but
anything.
Frodan's a hot man.
He is a hype man, but everything he hypes is usually worth the hype. It's not often he hypes something and he doesn't believe in it.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, it is what it is though. So, and Brian Kibler, who has been very outspoken about his dislike of certain things within the Blizzard umbrella, he's involved in this, and he also, if I'm not mistaken, went to the summit. So if he's still getting involved in Hearthstone and seems excited about things, then he's taken his stance before and even affected his own wallet based on it. He stepped out of esports commentating because of the Blitzchung events. And it's nice to see him actually getting back into production. We might see him going back to casting at Masters events. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm just excited that Hearthstone 2020 can be a positive change, because we've been dealing with a stale kind of game. I mean, the game isn't much different other than BGs than it came out in 6 years ago. So any kind of change will be a positive one.
Okay. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at as well. I'm just hoping for some interesting news that things that we might not be expecting, and then be surprised with it.
And
So,
hot take, speculations. The next set, Pirates versus Ninjas. Calling it now. I, you know,
oh, here we
I
go
will.
again. It's been
I will.
6 years, and he's still waiting on it.
If I say Pirates versus Ninjas 3 times a year for 6 years, eventually I'm going to get it right.
All right, guys. This week's Tavern Brawl is the Hall of Champions. So we've
So
seen
fun.
this before. This basically what legendary champions decks grace these hallowed halls. Let's find out. So it's a fun Tavern Brawl if you like playing historic Hearthstone. I got to play Oskaka's Freeze Mage the other day, which was a lot of fun. And, I played against a Freeze Mage with Old School Pirate Warrior, which was a
you pl-
blast.
you also played against, was it a control warrior that played really badly? He
Yeah,
just did not know
yeah.
how
I
the
don't think
deck
he knew what the
worked.
deck was supposed to
Yeah,
do.
so it's
As
kind
we say here in the South, bless his heart. He
bless his heart.
tried.
I really like this Tavern Brawl because I used to love getting the Magic the Gathering champion decks and playing those against other people and with friends and stuff. And this kind of brings that kind of feeling into Hearthstone, and it's really exciting. I didn't see or get to play any of the VK Lion decks, but uh, supposedly they were in there.
I saw
Uh,
one. I played against
okay,
the VK Line Druid deck.
and I did see Hunter Ace's deck, so I didn't play one, but I played against one. So
Yeah.
Yep, a
So,
lot of fun.
yeah, it was. It was. So, all right. Well, that brings us to this week's deck list. Before I run down this deck list, why don't you tell us where this deck list came from, Zerotio?
Okay, so I was kind of looking for more Paladin decks because I've been playing a lot of Holy Wrath Paladin and was looking for something within the Paladin umbrella that wasn't Mech Paladin because I don't like it for what it does. And in our patron only Discord, which you can be part of by going over to patreon.com/hero power and subscribing for as little as $1 a month, Howard the Dave gave me a Highlander Paladin, and this deck is fun and won me the top 8 game in the Coin Concede series, Coin Concede listener series. So I was able to beat Bodicus with this deck because I knew he was going to bring, I had a feeling he was going to bring some form of aggro because Bodicus likes aggro. So I wanted something more controlly that wasn't Holy Wrath because Holy Wrath's not great against aggro. But I still wanted to play Paladin. So it did me really well. I won that week. I did lose the next week in the top 4, but it did really well in both series. I came very close to winning that one. But you want to go ahead and read off the deck?
Yeah, yeah. So the deck list it's a Highlander deck, so it's one copy of everything I'm about to read. You have Christology, Glowtron, Hot Air Balloon, Mecharoo, Sand Breath, Fire Tree Witch Doctor, Micro Mummy, Sanctuary, Sir Finley of the Sands, Zephyrus the Great, Bronze Explorer, Bronze Herald, Dragon Rider Talretha, Scale Rider, Skyclaw, Snip Snap, Annoyo Module, Frizz Kindle Roost, Spellbreaker, Amber Watcher, Big Ol' Whelp, Dragon Moth Scorcher, Faceless Corruptor, Leroy Jenkins, Shrinkray, Ziliax, Evasive Worm, Siamat, Tyrion Fordring, and would it even be a Highlander deck in this day and age without Dragon Queen Alexstrasza?
Oh yeah. Now, if this deck sounds a little familiar to you, Dano over in Squelchcast did talk about this deck a bit because he asked me if he could talk about it on Squelchcast, and he reached out to Howard the Dave to get some insight on the deck. So we're going to actually play this live this week, so I'm really excited. Obviously, it's a Highlander deck, so it is weak to things like the Albatross deck. Priests are putting Albatross in their deck. Some of the other classes are starting to put Albatross in their deck as well. So it is weak to that kind of thing, but it has the sustained. It's a good mid-range deck. It can get a little aggressive if you get the curve with the mechs, but also has a lot of sustain, healing, and taunts to kind of stop. It's really good against Galakrond Warrior because Galakrond Warrior does not like decks that both heal or put up taunts, and that's exactly what this deck does.
Nice. Well, I look forward to seeing it played because I personally am missing both Sir Finley of the Sands and Dragon Rider Talretha from my collection, so don't think I'll be building this anytime soon.
The fact that you don't have Finley just saddens me because that card is not only fun, but it's Sir Finley.
Well, as any, Hearthstone player with morals should do, I deleted all my Paladin cards.
You're a horrible person.
So, first of all, folks, I would never delete any Paladin cards. I've never dusted anything other than golden cards. So, yeah, no, definitely this deck looks like a lot of fun, and anytime I have a chance to just poke at Zerotio, I have to take it. So, all right, gang. If you are joining us on Twitch or YouTube this week, please stay tuned for the live play portion of our show. If you are listening via the audio podcast, we'd like to thank you for joining us. Remember, you can follow us on Twitter at HeroPower_cast, and you can find all of our past episodes on YouTube at youtube.com/ECMMOgamers or on our website at heropowerhs.com. If you enjoy the show, you'd like to help support and improve it, you can do so by joining our Patreon at patreon.com/heropower. We'll see you all again next week.
And don't forget to use your hero power.
Alrighty. Looks like I need to relaunch the game.
After your second place in BGs?
Yeah, I got second place playing Jiraxis with demons. Imagine that.
Well, you know, like Ricky Bobby says, if you're not first, you're last.
Yeah. Pretty sure you tell your sister the same thing on her birthday every year.
I sure do. And she loves it. Yep. I did do that this year on Facebook. I put up a Ricky Bobby message on Facebook and said, if you're not first, I said, happy birthday to my little sister. If you're not first, you're last.
All right. So I'm ready when you are.
I am queue it up. Let me make sure spectate's on. You know, THL rules and all.
Yep.
Okay. Spectate is on.
And I am fighting the spectate boss and winning.
Are you?
So it looks like a rogue.
So Sanctuary is an interesting card because a lot of people say it's not good because it's easy, especially against a rogue, for them to just do 1 damage to your face. But it puts a contingency on them, just kind of like Rat Trap, where they have to do a point of damage to your face every turn.
Okay.
So I like it when I can get it early. So I'm going to keep the Snip Snap and the Sanctuary and throw back the Siamat and the Leroy Jenkins.
What else would we be looking for in our mulligans?
Mechaaroos, Glowtrons, Crystology is also good. Pretty much anything low cost. Fire Tree Witch Doctor. If you get a Fire Tree Witch Doctor, I would probably keep any dragons you get. So anything early, and of course Sir Finley.
Okay.
Sir Finley's great early. So this isn't bad. This is a great curve. Sanctuary into Snip Snap into Anoyo module. Okay, so I didn't draw a 2-drop, so I don't want to coin out the Sanctuary. So I'm just going to pass this turn.
Okay.
So he daggers up. I'm hoping he swings face. Okay, he doesn't. Ooh, maybe I should have coined it. Oh well. I'm going to go ahead and play the Sanctuary.
Okay.
Just because I want to get that contingency online. So when I start putting down minions, I'll have to start making decisions.
Right. There's Candle Taker.
Okay. Let's go ahead and Snip Snap. If he doesn't have the Seal Fate, he would have to run all this in and both his face and the minion.
Yeah.
To clear the 1/1s, and if he doesn't kill a 1/1, the Anoyo module could sit on top of it.
Right.
And if he does kill everything, so there's a backstab. It's going to be kind of curious to see how he, if he decides to swing face with anything. Because right now he'll have to, unless he got a good lackey, he'll have to use all of his sources to clear the 1/1s. So there's one. Then he goes face.
And so the Anoyo module gets a home.
Unless this lackey can clear it. Yeah, there we go. So is that the right play? I think it is.
I mean, our only other real play would be Spellbreaker on the 1/6 or the 3/2, and that doesn't feel real good. So
No, I mean we could coin out Amber Watcher. We could Mecharoo and then coin module on the Mecharoo. But the coin might be good on 8 with Dragon Queen Alexstrasza. So let's just annoy a module here. And then I think I'm just going to I'm not going to swing at all.
Right, right. Let him be the one to clear.
Let him dictate the clearing. And again, he's going to want to make sure he hits 1 damage to our face, or we get a 3/6 taunt.
Yeah.
Which might be the last charge on a dagger that he might need next turn, or he'll have to dagger up. It could be that one little extra.
It could
resource
enough to disrupt him, is what you're
exactly,
saying.
and that's really the goal: is you want to just disrupt your opponent as much as possible.
Shield of Galakron. Okay.
So this is all minions into this, and then he'll have to see he's using the last charge, which means next turn, if he wants to dagger up, he'll have to commit 2 mana to it.
Okay.
Ooh.
Do you play the Mecharoo and then coin the Faceless, or
The problem is it doesn't really do anything. That Shield of Galakron's
right, right.
You
So
know,
do
it
you
doesn't
just play
clear
the
it
Ember
well.
Watcher then?
I think the Watcher.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we play the Amber Watcher, heal our face. And then we just go. And this, if he doesn't clear it, this will give us a chance to get a value trade and then maybe change the Amber Watcher into a Faceless.
Okay.
Okay, that's not a big deal. We're a Highlander deck. I would love Zephrys. Evasive isn't bad here. Evasive clear the Shield of Galakron.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think that's the obvious play. Obviously, he has the trade into it. The question is, do we coin out Mecharoo to get another body out? But I don't think we do. I think I want to save the coin for Dragon Queen. What do you think?
I definitely think we need to save the coin. I mean, we're 2 turns away from Dragon Queen that way.
Yeah, yeah.
It would be nice if we could kill the Flick to keep him from bouncing it back to his hand. But
Yeah, but honestly, Flick is just straight removal against us because it's not like we have duplicates in our deck.
Oh, that's true too.
So it's just as good as you know, assassinate with a 4/4 body. But if he doesn't clear and just goes face, we might silence the 1/6 so we can clear the Flick because it is 4 damage. But I suspect he's going to put the Candle Taker into the 5/3. The bad thing about this Faceless Corruptor is it's both of them into the 1/6.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah. I'm trying to think what else we have for removal.
Zephrys.
Yeah.
Ooh, so we can either Mecharoo into the Faceless. We lose the Mecharoo value. Or we can Skyclaw coin into the Faceless. But then that means we
I
don't...
think we need to save the coin for next turn.
Are we dead this turn? Is the question.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If
But
he has
Leroy
Leroy,
kills us.
yes, we're dead.
So I think we just Mecharoo. What's more value to lose, Mecharoo or the Micro Mummy? Probably the Mecharoo.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I would have liked to seen Finley early or Zephrys early. Obviously, there's a lot of tools we didn't get. Would have been okay seeing a Dragon Ball Scorcher that turn. If he doesn't kill us, we're hoping to see Nazari off of Dragon Queen Alexstrasza.
Yes.
Okay, so no Leroy, or he would have played it. So he's got to manufacture 6 damage. And he's trading.
Well, that's good for us. 12,
He's not
11,
trading everything, though.
10. Weird.
He's leaving the 4-3 up, which I don't understand. Unless he has a way to kill it. Or maybe he just found out he had lethal in hand and he's rope-a-doping us. Two mana, 8 damage is not going to happen. Witchy Lackey? Okay. There's Leroy. So we coin Dragon Queen, right?
I think so. I think we have to and hope we get something.
And neither of those help us. But are we dead? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's got 7. So I think we just toss everything out and see if he can come up with 1 point of damage, which he likely can. He likely can come up with that 1 point of damage. Next have Eviscerate. Okay. So he had the Eviscerate in hand. He was hoping to get was it Kobold Lackey?
Yeah.
The shoot Lackey?
Yeah.
So that's what he was hoping to get. Okay. So that's why he did the Lackey. He didn't have the Leroy, but he needed 2 more damage. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, let's play another one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hit rank 1. I actually got up to rank 1 and 3 stars, and then I was testing some decks for THL, and I've fallen back down to 2 again. So I might make a legend push. I mean, I shot up to 1 pretty fast. I got up to 1, I think it was Friday? No, it couldn't have been Friday. It had been like Wednesday or Thursday. That's when I hit rank 1.
All right.
Okay, so we have Warlock. The Crystology is going to be great. The Bronze Explorer. I mean, wow. I think we keep this whole hand. We can Crystology on 1, coin Dragon Rider on 2. If they kill it, then we probably have a big old Bronze Explorer in our hand.
That's true, yeah.
Into Frizz on 4.
I like it.
This is a great hand.
Yeah.
We'll thin our deck a little bit with Crystology. We won't draw any of the dragons, so it's not like we need to worry about not playing Crystology because of the Frizz. Okay, so we just and then we have the Noyo module because we're going to draw mechs off of this Crystology. Obviously, at this point, you could be tempted to go into the mech turns. You know, obviously Micro Mummy and into that, but I think the Tauritha.
I think you're right. Sticking with the original plan of Tauritha.
And using the mechs as kind of our mid game, and it's usually backwards of what you normally want to do. But when you have Tauritha like this and then into Frizz, it's just great.
Yeah.
Now we might not play the Bronze Explorer if he doesn't kill Tauritha.
Oh yeah, no, I agree with that 100%.
So what do we think? Micro Mummy and Mekaru?
Yes.
So we're probably looking at this is a fairly slow Warlock. I think we're not seeing Zoo vibes. Could he Dark Skies this? And is it good to Dark Skies? I mean, he could Dark Skies this, but he'll still have a 1/1 and a 1/1 Micro Mummy. Yeah, and then we have a buff. That's actually really good. Mortal Coil on the Micro Mummy, okay. So we play the Bronze Explorer, right?
Yeah, I think so. Well, I don't know. Wait, do we play Frizz now?
I think we might play Frizz. It's better on curve, and
Yeah,
it's the same amount of attack.
right, right.
Okay. Yeah, I like the Frizz better. You're right. This will allow us to Bronze Herald into like a hero power or something next turn. Giant. Fine.
We could actually clear it with Frizz and the Ziliax, but
Could, or we can Sand Breath on the
and
Frizz and
and
then
Scale
Scale
Rider.
Rider it.
Yeah, I like that better. I think.
Yep, I sure do. This game. The deck is playing the way it should. We didn't really get the greatest curve or the utilities we needed last game.
Right.
This, and again, it's a Highlander deck, so you expect that in a Highlander deck.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't even know what my hair is doing today.
Chat.
The haircut. I do want to get the Bronze Explorer going online. But then again, it's lifesteal, so maybe we don't need to put it out too early. Second Dark Skies, this is great.
Burning that removal. So, what do you think about playing Sanctuary and Bronze Herald?
I don't hate that, but let's play the Bronze Herald first to see what dragon we get.
No. I was saying the Bronze Herald, not the Bronze Explorer.
Oh, the Bronze Herald?
Yeah, we like you just said. Maybe we save the Explorer for a little later since it has the lifesteal,
Okay.
and we play the Herald now and the
Okay.
Sanctuary.
I don't hate that. And now he'll feel like he maybe needs to do damage to her face.
Right.
He's at 10 cards in hand. This looks like kind of like Exiles. Ooh, Dragon Ball Poacher. Wow.
That's a pretty good turn.
Actually, a really good turn into the Faceless Rager. The taunt will help. Fire Tree Witch Doctor first.
Yeah, I would start there. Shrink Ray?
Shrink Ray. Do we Shrink Ray this turn, though? I don't think we Shrink Ray this turn.
Okay.
But I think we take the Shrink Ray.
I agree. I think Shrink Ray is the answer.
But I want to put out the Bronze Explorer now. And I want to see if we can find the Dragon Ball Scorcher.
Okay.
There's
There it
Dragon. Is there a better option?
Not in what's in
I don't
your
think
hand,
so.
I don't believe. Yeah.
Okay. Reason is because that's a good combo, and now we have 2 copies of that combo.
Yes.
Because it's inherently in our deck.
Right.
And anything you can discover of cards that are in your deck are usually better because there's a reason you put them in your deck in the first place. So when you can get more copies of something you put in your deck, then he doesn't really have a great way to clear this.
Unless he's got another Mortal Coil in his hand.
Godfrey? Crazy Another Wing. The question is, does he bump off the... Okay.
Yes.
So we'll take 8, but that's fine. Faceless. We don't have anything we can couple with the Faceless. Yeah, we do. We got our Hero Power.
Yeah.
Hero Power Faceless and clear the 8-2 and the 5-2.
Yeah, I mean, it leaves us naked to 5 damage next turn, but...
Yeah, but we can Ziliax
Annoy a module. Yeah, that works.
We'll heal it back.
That works.
Okay. Again, we have healing in this deck. What got buffed? Okay, one of the bronze, the right Bronze Herald got buffed. Okay. Does he burn? No, he doesn't. Okay, he spent enough last turn. That's fine. So We can Ziliax Annoyo module. Ooh. So if we Ziliax Annoyo module, hit the 5/5. He'll probably have to go through it again. I don't think he'll be able to kill us. And then we can Shrink Ray Dragon Ball in one turn after he's developed again.
I agree. I think that's
But
probably
if
the
we Shrink
play.
Ray this turn, then he can develop into it. So I don't like Shrink Ray this turn. So you think that's okay? The
Yeah.
Ziliax
Yeah, because
module?
that'll put us back up to 19 health, and he still has to clear it.
Yeah, he might not run into it, but he might have to.
It gets us out of lethal range with what's on the board.
Yeah, I mean, he might have removal for this, but he only has 12 damage.
Right.
And the Dragon Queen Alexstrasza at 7 mana is really good. What? Okay, so that means he's going to... if he's thinking about the 4/4, he might have to commit Nether
Excellent.
into it that way. So maybe he won't... That tells me he had... Oh, see? He's developing into it. Oh, so good! Look at this value! This is so much value. Shrink Raid Dragon Ball, right?
Yep. That's the only play.
That's dirty. That's dirty. I just did that guy dirty. Both Mountain Giants are gone. He still has an Abyssal Summoner. He has another Crazed Netherwing. He could Dragon Ball Poacher this. He's getting really low. He's at 6 minions in his hand.
Yeah.
It's a 10/10. Okay.
Dragon Queen?
I think we just Dragon Queen, right?
I think
There's
so.
merit to Tyrion, but I think we just Dragon Queen. Maybe we can get a free Deathwing.
Oh, that would be nice.
Oh, wow. Waxadread. The problem with Waxadread is it's going to water down our Singleton, but all we have left is Finley and Zephyrus.
Yeah.
Evasive Worm is not a clear. So we run the 3/6 and a 10/10 for the value trade, right?
Yeah.
And then we play Waxadread. But we don't play the evasive yet, right?
I agree. That is the correct play.
Do we just Hero Power and Glowtron just so that he has to invest something to
Yes.
Plague of Flames?
Yes.
That way he doesn't get a free Plague of Flames. Face. Which tells me he's probably going to Plague of Flames. Or he has lethal. Leave right there. Yeah, double Nether Breath. Okay.
He already played one.
Oh, Nether Breath Soulfire. The thing about this handlock is you have a ton of bursts from hand.
Yeah. Well, that
Exile
was fun.
Rhythm's been playing. Yeah, I mean it's a good deck.
Yeah.
It definitely has weaknesses and strengths. I haven't played it against a handlock before. This isn't exactly Exile Rhythm's list, but it is close. It is close to it.
Yeah.
So the that faceless that gets the health is kind of a neat trick.
Right.
With the Dragon Ball Poachers. So, but yeah, it's a fun deck. If we're getting to rotation, so obviously we're scrounging to find
Super
something to play.
excited for next week's show.
Yeah,
We should have a crap ton of new information to share with you guys. It's going to be a lot of fun. There may not be a deck played next week. Just heads up, there may be so much information that we get this week. We may have to take the whole show to talk about it. So,
and it's possible we might not be playing any more decks again until the new set comes out, because obviously we'll have news next week, and then the weeks after that will likely be us talking about the new cards that they start reveal. So, audio listeners, you're going to have a little bit of a longer period of time. Obviously, you're probably not watching this now, but video listeners, you'll just have a long show, and we'll have graphics up and stuff like that for you video watchers. But yeah, I'm really excited. The season seems like it's going to start kicking off, and it's going to be fun.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So, all right, gang, if you have any questions or comments about the show, please email us at heropowerpodcast@gmail.com. Do us a favor, hit that subscribe button below on YouTube if you haven't done so already, or give us a follow on Twitch to be alerted when we go live. And if you are interested in checking out our patron-only Discord, you can find out more details about that over at patreon.com/heropower.
And just on that note, just to have the resources of Howard the Dave and Matt at Arms is worth it alone, in my opinion.
Yeah. So, all right, gang. Until next week, good gaming.
Bye, guys.